Hi Pisces, I hope everyone is having a good day so far. This is going to be your reading from September the 15th to the 30th. I hope everyone is doing well and September is going great for you. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Doesn't check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. As you can see, I did get a microphone now, a standing mic, so hopefully this is a lot better for sound. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start off with the Angel Oracle guide here, move into traditional tarot, and back to Oracle cards at the end to finish the reading. So the Angel Guide Oracle you got this week was Transformation. You are ready to move beyond energies or situations that are no longer helpful for you, or to make space in your life for something more purposeful. You may feel a real need for clearing out at this time, and not just physically, but mentally and spiritually too. As you remove the clutter and debris from the world, you welcome an energy of transformation. Like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, you are ready to move beyond the previous limitations of your life. You are moving away from stagnancy or feeling like being held back, and are taking the heavy energies in your life and making them light, so that you fully embrace who you were born to be. This card appears, angels are acknowledging the emotional and physical transformation that have taken place in your life. They can see that you're more clearly now that you have released the old and fusty thoughts and situations. There is a feeling of renewal now, and you're moving into a space where you're more comfortable than ever with who you are. You have a spark of splendor and burning in the depths of your being, and this spark is creating a positive, loving experience for you now. It's time to enjoy the benefits of your commitment to your growth. Alright, let's pull some regular tarot and see where we're at, Pisces. I like the start of this, though. For Pisces, please. Tower moment, that's that change coming in. Alright. Alright, let me feel what I'm kind of feeling here. For Pisces, please. Pisces, it doesn't feel... Again, it's just kind of this feeling like... things are changing around you, and it's feeling like a little bit of like a lot right now, but again, there's this like kind of transformation card that's happening. So yes, these changes are happening, but usually when change happens, it does kind of really feel uncomfortable. It feels like not knowing what the future is going to be. You usually second guess yourself, feel like you're kind of making the right option or kind of not here. It feels like something that was like such a regular occurrence for so long is now maybe ending or changing here. It does feel like there is this some kind of ending with some kind of maybe relationships we are kind of having right now, whether that's a romantic relationship or whether that is someone who we're really close to or we've kind of had this kind of bond with. We do have the tower moment in your kind of main energy here, and it just is feeling like, again, there is this lot of change that's happening around you, and it can feel really overwhelming with this tower here, because these are major big changes. There are maybe relationship changes, they are career changes, they're kind of home life changes here as well, breaking apart from people, meeting new people. Again, things are happening, things are changing here, but things are transforming for you nonetheless. it feels like there's this kind of back and forth energy of maybe we're kind of really, overthinking these situations. Maybe we're having kind of sleepless nights over them. We do have the Nine of Swords kind of being in the sideways in the read here. And when it's sideways for me, when it comes out in my spread like this, it means that the card can go either way. So obviously, if all this change is happening, we are probably feeling like overwhelmed. We're feeling nervous. We're feeling anxious. There is this kind of thing of like kind of surrendering to the change, surrendering to not knowing what is kind of next, surrendering to taking kind of one foot in front of the other here, Pisces, and feeling like, I don't have to have it all kind of figured out right now. I just kind of have to take it day by day. And this is kind of the energy that I am kind of feeling around you with this. Relationships are changing. Situations are kind of changing here as well. Again, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse coming out. We have the Lovers coming out here. So this is why I say relationships, is because Lovers, this Gemini energy, is coming out here in this reading. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is just kind of saying some of our relationships might take a downturn from whatever this change is happening in our life. But I feel like it's a change that is going to be beneficial for you. Again, I think it's going to be a transformative change for you as well. Maybe some of you are kind of stepping into some new roles here. Maybe some of you are, getting new jobs. Some of you are becoming single again, but it feels like maybe on your own accord, or feels like this will be kind of the betterment for you. We do have the Queen of Swords in the reversed here, which could be an air sign, which could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. We also have Gemini represented by the Lovers on the board here as well. But usually this person is pretty cold. Usually this person is pretty, stern. This person is pretty, doesn't really communicate much, or they kind of communicate in a way that's held back. It's feeling like, since it's followed by the Eight of Wands, which is kind of all about communication, which is all about messaging here. It feels like there's some like ghosting energy, or someone's kind of holding back in a way of a conversation, holding back maybe their plan, holding back reaching out. So again, you might be feeling that kind of stress as well here, because there's some kind of conversation that needs to be had, but someone is kind of holding it back here. And it's almost like holding it back in a way that's purposefully cold. And that's why it's kind of in the reverse here. It's not kind of logical. It's kind of in a place where it's this kind of held back energy is on purpose. Again, can be male or female in this situation as well. Maybe someone is kind of not ready to talk, or maybe you're kind of waiting for someone to get back to you on something, but they're kind of, wanting to watch you maybe squirm a little bit. I don't know, whatever it is that's happening here, though, I feel like you are having a really clear head with this Ace of Swords that is coming out. Ace of Swords is all about that aha moment, that kind of mental clarity here. So it seems like in the midst of all this change, there is going to be a moment in these 2 weeks where you just have a clear head. You know what to kind of do next. You know what the plan of action is here, Pisces. And it feels like that kind of comes from when we spend some time alone here. Hermit card, Virgo energy. It's all about kind of going within in ourselves, questioning things, taking the time to kind of relax, taking that time if we are kind of feeling anxious or feeling like stressed out in life, asking ourselves why, what am I doing? Am I telling myself these negative thoughts? Am I telling myself that things kind of won't work out here? Or am I telling myself that something, that everything will kind of go bad here. I don't know, you're doing some of this kind of introspection on yourself, and like introspection on why you feel like you won't succeed, or maybe have those thoughts, or feel like you are kind of deserving of something here with the Empress in reverse. Empress in reverse is all about this energy of not feeling abundant, not really feeling fruitful, not really feeling like you deserve things, not having that kind of divine kind of femininity here. And again, it doesn't matter if you are male or female with this Empress. It's all about kind of this idea of you just kind of drawing in good things. You're drawing kind of good stuff towards you because you deserve it. And that's what I really feel with this kind of energetically with the Empress. The Empress just kind of sits back. She's like, I know things come to me because I am the Empress. I know that the right things are going to come towards me. I know that this energies are going to come towards me, that I am feeling abundant. I'm feeling fruitful here because I deserve it. I deserve this energy to kind of come my way here because I've worked kind of hard for it. And that's what I'm feeling with this kind of energy for you, is we are kind of going inside or going internal in these 2 weeks to really look at what is making us feel like we are not worthy of or deserving of something here when we have those thoughts. And I think that's going to clear a lot of clutter that maybe is in your brain right now, Pisces, to be honest. Yeah. Whatever it is, you're going to have a real kind of victory over that. We have the Six of Wands coming out here. This idea of, you know what, I'm kind of, all this change is happening here. You know, I'm feeling like now maybe I am deserving of things. I kind of have a clear head. There's going to be a major victory when it comes to that for you. Again, feeling abundant, feeling like things are kind of working out for you here. It's interesting though, because we do have the Two of Pentacles, which means maybe taking some time to kind of spend less, or, you know, balancing our finances. Maybe we are kind of having to leave a job behind for another. Maybe that is the change that is happening here. Maybe you were kind of feeling like you were spending so much money, trying to feel good or trying to feel empowered, but you realize like that energy is kind of coming from within instead here. So there might be a little bit of financial loss for a little bit, but I feel like that is going to be okay, because I feel like you'll kind of gain it back here, whatever it is, because there is kind of this emotional satisfaction, this kind of wish fulfillment that's happening for you here. The Eight of Cups is kind of all about this wish fulfillment, and it says like, hey, maybe you might be struggling a little bit for money for a little while, but you're going to be so much more happier kind of in the end, and you're really going to have that kind of emotional wish fulfilled for you here. So again, maybe if that's a relationship ending, if that's a job ending, you're like, well, you know, I'm going to have to transition, that's going to cost money, and you know, maybe some of you have to move out of apartments, and that's going to cost you money here as well. But I feel like your emotional happiness is going to be way more important than that kind of material value at that point. We have two kind of relationship cards coming out here. We have the Lover's card and we have the Two of Cups coming out as well. So definitely pretty strong in our relationships to other people, our relationships to ourselves in this kind of 2 weeks here as well. We have the Seven of Swords, which means this kind of truth coming out. Someone maybe fessing up vibe, someone to come up into, you know, tell you the truth of a situation here. Whatever this truth is, it's feeling like really feeling like being left out in the cold, or feeling like someone's kind of maybe shunning you out a little bit here as well. Maybe you feel like a little bit betrayed by someone, maybe you feel like left behind kind of energy here as well. This could be that maybe, you know, you didn't get hired for a job, or you're feeling like whatever it is, you can't get a part of a club or a situation here. But again, it feels like whatever this is that is happening to us, that is making us feel that way, this truth of a situation, feeling left out of the cold, it's associated with this devil energy, associated with this energy of what is kind of holding us back here, you know, which is telling us that, you know, we can't achieve things. They want to keep us kind of down in that like negative vibrational energy with this devil card. And that's why these two people are kind of chained together by the neck. This can represent toxic people. This can represent fear. This can represent materialism. This can represent all kind of things like that, all kind of things that kind of keep our spirit at bay here. So whatever this truth that is coming to the surface in these 2 weeks for you, Pisces, it feels like it has something to do with about feeling lack, or feeling kind of like we don't deserve things. And I keep getting drawn back to this kind of Five of Pentacles here, this kind of left out of cold energy. And I don't know if this is kind of energy that is from the current situation. It kind of seems like it, but it could be from the past as well, you know, feeling like really let down by people, or feeling like left out from people here. But they keep drawing me back to that, something that I don't have here, you know. And these guys are like, as you can see, they're walking, they're cold, they're hurt, and there's like a nice warm building on the inside of this glass. And they're looking at the pentacles being just like, you know, I need that right now, you know, I need that kind of shelter, I need to kind of get in there. But I just feel left out. I feel like no one's kind of caring for me, or I feel helpless here as well. Again, they're staying with that. There's this devil energy involved with it as well. Feeling like that. Maybe this was a relationship, because we do have the Two of Cups here. There was someone in a relationship that was making you really not feel like they had your back, making you feel like, I'll say, like, feel like shit a little bit here as well. Feeling like that you need them, or else, you know, telling you lies, saying that you're dependent on them, or things like that. I just watch some of your relationships here, especially the ones that make you feel that way, make you feel left out by them, or make you feel like there's maybe something wrong with you in a sense. Yeah, it's kind of and this is what I was kind of talking about throughout the kind of reading here as well. We're kind of looking at the people around us, and who we are kind of connecting ourselves to, our relationships in general. And that's what I was saying, not just romantic relationships, but just people kind of in general here, Pisces, because we do have the Three of Cups in the reversed, and sometimes that could be a representation of like a third party situation. It could be a representation of just breaking away from friends, or a group of people here, or community. So you might be finding that there's these people around you that aren't really good for you, that really don't have your back in situations here, and so you might be letting some of them go. But the thing that's coming out right after is the Four of Cups, which means you're about trusting the universe and trusting that better things are kind of on the way for you now. It's almost like this kind of level up in energy that you're having. You're like not taking any of the BS anymore. You're like, I'm not going to be around people that are making me feel this way, making me feel not good about myself, making me feel like I can't do something here, that talk negative about me, that don't believe in me, that kind of do petty things like maybe hold back communication, or like, you know, are cold to me just so I have a reaction to them in a way. You're kind of not dealing with that anymore, and this is, I think, a major change that is coming in for you here. There might be a situation where you might with the Ace of Pentacles, be losing out of a job or losing out of some money in this time. Don't let that kind of knock you down. Don't let that make you kind of revert into this energy of the Empress in reversed, because you never know what's around the corner here. Just trust that things are going to work out for you, and that the universe kind of has your back in this, all right? Has your back in this energy of being like, hey, you know, maybe there's going to be something out there that's better for me, and sticking into that kind of vibrational energy, in that energy of being like, you know what, things might be working now, but maybe this wasn't for me, and I'm going to go and seek something else. And that's what this Temperance card is all about. This Temperance is talking about balancing our energy here. So moving away from the state of fear, moving away from the state of, you know, feeling unabundant, moving away from the state of worrying about everything or the outcome. It's more important to focus and balance our energy right now. Whatever you have to do that, meditate, take a yoga class, you know, connect with the right group of people or the right group of friends, just relax, turn off your phone for the day. Again, whatever makes you feel this way, whatever fills your own cup here, is going to be really, really important for you in these 2 weeks, because a lot is happening, a lot is changing around you here, and in this kind of transition, right, in this transformation, as this card is saying as well, right, that is happening for you. It's not going to be easy. It's not an easy feeling to have. It never is, because we are kind of letting go of old ideas, letting go of old patterns, letting go of old people, and that's always hard, because it's always hard to kind of move on or move past that. But we have to start kind of valuing ourselves with the Seven of Cups in reverse, looking at all the work that we have done here, seeing, like, you know, how far we've grown.